What is up, YouTube? This is the Marshmallow Man from Team GT coming to you with the Saturday Aftermath. This will probably be a two-part video. I've got a bunch of shit to talk about, guys. We had a lot of things go on yesterday. Team GT did very well. We had 4 members enter the tournament. 2 of us got top. Not topped. We didn't get top 8, which was pretty shitty. I was at table 7, and yeah. I won at table 7, and I guess I wasn't too good, but I won X2 total. It was 8 rounds Swiss. I won X2, and I got 18th place. LSK, aka Aaron Foreman, he is at table 2 for almost most of the tournament, and he got top. He got 15. He lost last round and ended up going X2, and he went with Gravekeepers. But yeah, a bunch of crazy shit happened yesterday. My decks changed drastically. Not drastically at all, I'm sorry, but not that drastically, but a couple small cards made all the difference. But I got some really good deals on some cheap shit. I got one Solemn Warning for 1 Infinity Barrier up there, and some kid traded me a Necro Gardener and Vayu and an Infinity Launcher for another Ultimate Solemn Warning. I swapped the Solemn Warning with my friend Solemn because I owed him one, but it was just funny. You should have been there. It was very easy, and the deck ran just that much better. I didn't have warnings before I went, and I was the top GB deck there. There was only like 6 of us there. I think there was a couple guys back at like table 80 something that were running GBs, but it was 196 man event or 196 person event or whatever. Rockville, very cold. We got there. I'll be posting small vids up like throughout, like periodically. We got round 1. I mean, right before we went in, and I did like after round 1, I did deck profile with a kid. But I'll get into all of that. But let me run through this build real quick. Again, it's changed small, but it's still changed. It's run. This is the way I ran it there all day. My side deck really changed the whole way the whole way the tournament went. So. I will go on to the changes once we get to them, but nothing major. I finally got my champion pack, Bestiari. That took forever. Alright, the same GB the GB lineup. The 3 Test Tiger, 2 Equest, 2 Darius, 2 Laquari, and 1 of each. I don't like Sam Knight all that much. I know he's good, but I just don't like him all that much. Still ran 2 Cyber Dragons. They kind of weren't as effective as I wanted them to be, but the big plays counted. I baited out a couple of bottomless. Nobody was wasting their warnings on Cyber Dragon anymore, though. I don't know if they know about it anymore, but nobody was wasting warnings. It was like summon Cyber, they were letting it go, and then you summon your GB, and they solemned it. 2 Prisma, no Stratos. I pulled Stratos out of the deck. I kept getting Prisma in hand and Rhoda in hand, and then Stratos. So it was just 2. It was somewhat dead draws. I ran 2 Prisma all day, and reinforcements, and this thing worked so good. The deck was built a little bit more than just trying to build around Prisma, and it worked so much better than the way I was running it before. You got 3 book like normal. Smashy. This is dual terminal smash. If anybody that has these, if anybody wants to trade gold rare for dual terminal, let me know. I don't know what the prices is on them or whatever, but I want to get another dual terminal smashy. 1 Respite. It changed everything. I promise you now, this one card was absolutely game changing. Every time I would draw 2 to 3 GBs, I'd always draw Respite. I don't know if it was just luck of the draw, but if I ever drew more than I needed in GBs, I always got Respite, and they were always switching out for Solemn Warnings, which is, I mean, it was just a great trade-off. 1 Proving Ground, Reborn, 1 MST. 2 was too much, and I didn't have room for it. I had to switch it out, and believe it or not, 1 was so good. I didn't even side into the second one, I don't think, at all. Dark Hole, Rhoda, Cold Wave, Traps, 2 Solemn Warning. Changed the entire game. Of course, you guys know this. Of course, we know blah blah blah. Yes, the meta. Everybody knows how great Solemn Warning is. But at 2 warning and 1 bottomless, the whole way the game was running changed. Solemn Morning just shut down so much stuff. There was guys overextending to try to get a big play, and you just Solemn Morning their final monster, and they just wasted almost their entire hand. I went to 2 Chariot. I was running 3 the night before, but I went to 2. Still ran 2 Trap Stun, 2 Deep Prison, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn Judgment. Believe it or not, I always used to pick at LSK for running 2 Solemn Mornings and a Solemn Judgment, but believe it or not, it worked really well. I was getting down to like 2,000 life points on my own accord, but it worked out perfectly. Side build, my side build was MVP of the day. This side deck, Red Tiari was the deck MVP of the day. I ran to a lot of Monarch, Formula Monarchs and Fish Monarchs and all that other crap, but Red Tiari was the deck MVP of the day. Consecrated was decent. Heraclinos in Consecrated locked some Blackwing player, and he was furious. 3 Thunder King. Thunder King didn't come into play almost at all the whole time. I don't know if it's just because he just wasn't good this meta. I mean, this regional. I'm sorry, but he was decent. He just wasn't that good. Pulling the Rug was the MVP of the side deck. Pulling the Rug. This thing absolutely raped. Debris Dragon. I got Debris Dragon. I got Rises. I got Caius's, Mobius's. I got Bogart Knight. I mean, literally everything I was talking to you guys about. This thing worked wonderful, man. Absolutely wonderful. The 3rd Chariot, Torrential, and Mystical Space Typhoon. That's my side build, and there's 2. I had 2 Gravekeeper matchups, 2 Gravekeeper matchups, and didn't draw in the Noble almost at all, but I beat Gravekeeper down. The only 2 decks I lost to, one was Plant Synchro in the beginning, and that's because I forgot to Nobleman his card, which is retarded. I forgot to Nobleman his card, and then I had I lost to Blackwing. It was game 3. And I don't know why, but I thought I'd be okay. I summoned Consecrated Light and set 3 back row. I set a warning, a warning, a book, and a Mirror Force. And I said go. He chained his Delta Crow because I went second or whatever. He chained Delta Crow for a game. It was just ridiculous. There's nothing I could do about that. He had book in hand, and he chained Delta Crow, and he went to rape on that Consecrated Light, and that was I went -3 on that. It was just terrible. But yeah, so that's what I ran. It ran extremely well. Again, there was like 6 GB players there. I want you guys to answer me a question here. You had a GB guy tell me that real GB players only run with 1 or none of the Test Tigers, and I've never heard that in my entire life. Since GBs have been running, again, I've only been running them here recently, even though they've been out since forever. They say it only runs at 1 or none, and I don't understand how that works because Test Tiger is like the main speed of this deck, so I don't know how you can run at anything less than 3. But yeah, comment on that because that guy was an idiot. He's watching this, dude. You're an idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about. But anyway, I'm gonna give you a little run through of I don't know, matchups, what I had good matchups against, bad matchup against, how other Team GT did, and how the tournament kind of went. So look for part 2, Saturday Aftermath. It's Marshmallow Man from Team GT, signing out.